guys, this is Lavender Town's Ghost, and welcome to a new series. I'm actually going to record the intro of this game because why not? I like the intro of this game because it is something I spent. This music's really loud. It's something I spent a lot of time playing when I was younger. Like a lot of time. Far too much time. Nobody probably recognizes this. And also because I wanted to capture the intro screen. There you go, there's a short bit of it. Alright, we're gonna make a new profile that you probably saw from that brief little flash. This is Impossible Creatures. There's that music I remember so much. This game came out over 10 years ago, but it was only added to Steam last November. And this game is so freaking fun. Like, you have no idea. We're gonna go ahead and make a new profile because the other one was just something I was testing on. Lab, because everything is named Lab. This music here is amazing. I haven't heard it in so long. Alright, so if you've never played Impossible Creatures, how? But it actually wasn't that popular of a game apparently, but it's such a fun game. You can you basically combine creatures and make an army, and there's a whole multiplayer section to it that I really can't do because you for some reason can't connect to internet with it right now. Maybe eventually later you'll probably be able to like do it across Steam, but we're gonna do the campaign. So, are there more than one campaigns? Alright. Yeah, sure, we'll play the tutorial. Just so that we can get you guys the experience. Also, it's sort of cut off on the bottom. I don't know why that is, so...
Welcome to the tutorial for Impossible Creatures, a game which takes solid RTS gameplay set in an imaginative and vibrant world and allows you to design your own units so that you can play the game on your terms using your strategies. When you're ready, click on the Continue button in order to proceed.
Alrighty.
On the bottom part of your screen is the taskbar. It displays information about the units that you have selected, as well as the island that you're battling on. In the center of the taskbar is the minimap.
My mouse is stuck and I don't know what's wrong. Alright.
The minimap provides you with a high-level view of the island that you are on. It indicates which areas you have yet to explore by shading those areas in gray.
1 second. Why is my mouse stuck? Alright, is it... My mouse is stuck on the continue button! I don't know why that is!
As you progress through the game, you will be asked to do a variety of objectives. When given a new objective, the Objectives button will flash.
Alright, that's button flashing down there.
Press the flashing button on the right-hand side of your taskbar now to bring up the objective screen.
Alright, here's our objectives. Learn how to play Impossible Creatures. Incomplete. I know how to play, just haven't played it for like 10 years. And I'm still stuck on the continue button. Alright then. Camera control. Alrighty.
Now I will teach you how to control the camera. We'll begin by panning the camera.
There we go.
To pan the camera in any direction, move the mouse cursor to the edge of the screen in the direction that you wish to pan. Try panning the camera now.
Yeah, I can't... Oh. Why? Okay, there we go. It's a bit... It's a bit weird.
Well done.
Only
you can
wants
keep
to move
on
me a
panning the
little
camera
bit.
now until you feel comfortable with panning. Then click on the Continue
Why
button
is it
when
only
you're
letting
ready
me
to
move
proceed.
a little bit? It's only letting me move like a little... I can't pan downwards. I can only pan up and to the left. Alright, what's this? Alright, let's
You can also zoom in and out by rolling your mouse wheel forwards and backwards, or by pressing the zoom in and zoom out keys on your keyboard. Zoom the camera now.
Okay, plus and minus.
Excellent.
Alright,
Continue
so
zooming in and out.
Wheel.
When you're ready to move on, click on the Continue button.
Plus and minuses. That's the wrong plus and minus, apparently. Okay, like that. This is as far as you can zoom out? Can I click and drag? Nope, I cannot click and drag. Okay, I can drag it like this. Alright, that's good, since I can't pan properly. I don't need to keep clicking on the ejector button.
You can also rotate your view. To rotate the camera, hold down the Alt key on your keyboard and move the mouse left or right.
Rotate.
Rotate the camera now.
Oh,
good job.
I never actually knew how to do this.
Keep on rotating the camera until you're comfortable with camera rotation.
This makes things a lot
Once you've finished
easier.
rotating, click on the Continue button.
I wish I could zoom out a little bit more though. Like get a full top-down view.
To quickly return to the default view at any time, press the default camera view key on your keyboard.
Backspace.
And that's all there is to camera control.
Alrighty then. Unit selection and control. Alrighty. This episode's probably just gonna be very beginning tutorial stuff.
I will now teach you how to select and control your units.
Okay. And the beginning
to issue an order to a unit under your control, first you need to select them. Select a unit by placing your mouse cursor over them and pressing the... Now you can order him to move by right-clicking on the ground. Move the henchman out to the exit of the jungle by pressing the right mouse button on the ground where you want him to move to.
Alright. Select your person with the left.
Excellent.
And then order them with the right.
You can also click on the ground that is darkened out in order to move units a long way. Continue to move the henchman back to the village. You will notice a blip on your mini-map. This shows you where the village is located.
Alright, so let me go back over here.
Ready, boss.
So I guess we select you.
You're the boss.
Alright. Yeah, let's follow you. Let's follow your journey. I wish there was an easier way just to click and drag instead of having to do this weird panning that is only up and left.
To select multiple units at a time, you can drag select them. To drag select units, press and hold the left mouse button on an empty piece of ground. Then move your mouse across the units you wish to select, keeping the left mouse button held down. When the box covers all of the units you wish to select, let go of the left mouse button.
Hello.
Like that.
Select both of the henchmen at the village now by drag selecting them.
Sorry if I'm sniffing into the microphone. I'm trying to do it away. I'm a little bit sick because winter.
Well done. You've successfully learnt the basics of controlling your units.
Alrighty. What's next? This is probably very boring tutorial stuff, but may as well put it in just so when I'm playing the game,
now I will teach you about resource gathering. This is the lab. The lab is a very important structure.
Train.
Without it, you're unable to create henchmen which build structures for you.
It's a flying train. Why is it a flying train?
In Impossible Creatures, everything that you build costs a certain amount of resources. The types of resources available are coal and electricity. The amount of coal and electricity you currently have is displayed in the top left-hand corner of your screen. Coal is displayed in blue and electricity is displayed in orange. The number displayed in green tells you the maximum number of units that you can have in the world at one time, and is called the population cap.
I've never reached that. I don't think I've ever reached that when I played before. To begin collecting resources,
you need henchmen. Henchmen are built from the lab. To build a henchman, select the lab.
Okay, so I
select the lab now.
Okay, now I can.
You will now see a Create Henchman button on the lower right-hand side of the taskbar.
Why do you build people?
Clicking on it will begin production of one henchman. You can left-click on the button many times in order to build more than one unit. Go ahead and build 2 henchmen now by clicking on the Create Henchman button twice.
Hopefully you can... I don't know if my start bar... How do I hide that? I need to figure out how to hide that. But my start bar is hopefully not in the way. I did. I clicked it twice. Alright. It won't let me continue till they're done being built, I think. Let's a little bit more. What if I do... Oh, I can pan around by clicking the scroll wheel. That helps a lot.
This is coal. You use your henchmen to collect coal by issuing them a gather order. To do this, select your henchman and then right-click on the coal pile. Collect 100 coal now by selecting the henchman, then right-clicking on the coal pile.
Boss? Okay.
Yeah, instead of using the weird moving side to side, I can just click on my mouse wheel and use that to pan around. That helps a lot. Alright, and they're collecting coal. Oh, they only get 20 coal each time. Oh, great. This is going to take a while. Ah, come on. Let's continue this. Oh my god. This is probably going to be a bit of a longer episode just so I can get through the tutorials and stuff. And so we can actually start the game. But I figure it's probably a good idea to include the tutorial just so you understand what I'm doing.
The other type of resource is electricity. Electricity is gathered by building lightning rods and electrical generators.
Alright,
to
thank
begin
you.
Building
is there a way to disable her narration?
First, select a henchman. Now click on the build button that's flashing in the bottom. You will now see a list of structures that you can build. Click on the lightning rod button now. You now place the structure by moving your mouse cursor. Go ahead and place the lightning rod shadow somewhere on the terrain by left-clicking on the ground when the shadow is green. The more henchmen you have building a structure, the faster it will build. If you want to build things faster, select another.
Alright, thank you.
Ready, boss. Alright.
Work on that.
Hello.
And then both of you are going to work on this as soon as you're done.
Now that you've built a lightning rod, you'll automatically... The other way of collecting electricity is by... This is a geyser.
Yep,
You
that's
build
a geyser.
an electrical generator in the same way that you
zoom
build a
in,
lightning
though.
rod. Select a henchman.
Yep. I'm speeding through this
Now
and I'm
click
sorry.
on the
Okay.
build button.
Okay. Hello.
Now click on the... Now
need to
place the
build a
electrical generator in the
Go build
world.
your generator.
The only place that you can build electrical
Yep.
generators is on top
me
of
skip.
geysers.
Ready, boss.
Okay, as soon as you...
You're the boss.
Okay, go. Sorry about the very boring tutorial. I'm probably going to have an annotation to be skip this incredibly boring tutorial and get to the actual plot, which will probably not be that much in this video. This video is actually, you know what? I'm probably going to call this episode 0, and it's just going to be the tutorial. I figure that's probably going to be the best way to
That's all
do
there is
this.
to know about collecting resources.
Alright. Yep, faster resources, faster army. Understood. Okay, so this is just going to be episode 0.
Structures allow you to do many things, such as build creatures and research technology. Structures are built in the same way that you build... Select a henchman.
Select you.
Now click on the build button. Now click on the creature. Now place the structure in the world by moving the shadow of the structure. The creature chamber is the structure that allows you to...
Yep.
Ready, boss.
Alright, you two keep working on that. Yeah, this will be episode 0. I'll probably record the actual episode 1 too, also. This is gonna take a while, my gosh. I like how just hitting
Now
things
let's
with
do some
hammers
research.
makes parts
To
magically
research,
move.
select the structure that you wish to research from, which in this case is the lab. You can see in the right-hand side of the taskbar all of the different... The 4 buttons
Yep.
displayed indicate higher creature research levels. Research level 2 creatures now by clicking... Many research options have prerequisites. In order to see what you need to build before you can begin researching an item that is unavailable, hold your mouse cursor over the button for a second or two.
Yep, alright. We just have to wait for this to finish. Alright,
Boss.
you two, go collect
Hello.
coal while you're waiting.
You're the boss.
And you should be done soon.
Now let's combine some creatures.
Oh yeah, now we can do the fun parts, my favorite part of this. Making abominations of science.
In the single-player game, you'll be able to create genetic blueprints by entering the Army Builder. To enter the Army
This is
Builder,
the part I
click on
forget.
the Army Management button located in the top right-hand side of the taskbar. Click on it now and follow
Okay.
the instructions to create a few genetic blueprints for your army. Creating genetic
Alright, let's
blueprints
make
and
some
then
cool
using them for
things.
battle is what Impossible Creatures is all about. The Army Builder and Creature Combiner is where you create these genetic blueprints and add them to your army. You will then... This is the
Alright.
Army Builder. The
Yep.
Army Builder shows you all of the genetic blueprints that you currently have in your army. In order to create a genetic blueprint and add it to your army, you must first combine 2 stock animals. This is the Creature
Okay, so
Combiner
now we
screen.
get to start combining
This screen
things
allows you
and
to
doing
mix
the
2
fun
stock
stuff.
animals together to create a genetic blueprint. First of all, you
How can
need
we
to select the
capitalize
stock
genetic
that you wish to
blueprint?
combine. Here is a list of all the stock
we
animal
only
types
have
that you
2?
have available to you. In the single-player game, you will have to collect the genetic samples from animals yourself. In multiplayer, you will have access to all of the... There are dozens of different animals to choose from. But for now, let's
Yeah,
just
there are
work
a
with a few
lot,
to keep
because I
things
have the
simple.
expansion packs and everything.
Select one of the animals now by left-clicking on it once. If you wish to find out more details about what a certain number or icon represents,
Yep,
you can
hover over
access
it.
the help text by hovering your mouse over a part.
Alright.
Great.
I'm
Now
speeding
all
through
we
some of
need
these
is one more
tutorials.
creature, and we're ready to start mixing limbs up. Good. Now pick another animal in the list. In the middle of the screen, you can now see the result of
Babyito,
your
oh my
selections.
gosh.
And quite a magnificent beast it is, too.
It's glorious. It's freaking glorious.
On the
isn't
left
it?
and right-hand sides of the creature are a collection of buttons that represent the individual limbs of your combined creature. These buttons allow you to select which
I like how
limbs you
this
want
is how
to
science
incorporate
works.
into
You
your
just choose
combination.
the limbs.
Click on the limb buttons now and experiment with different... In the bottom half of the screen are the various attributes of the combined creature. Changing which limbs
This
are assigned to
majestic
the creature will change the
cheetah
value
baboon.
of these attributes and abilities that the creature has. Once you have your creature combined to your design, you can take a picture of it. The picture that you take will
Look
then
at
be
this.
used throughout the game as a
It's
representation
totally
of
a
your creature.
baboon.
To take a picture of your creature, press the camera button in the middle of the screen.
That's actually pretty decent fading. I don't want to take a picture of it yet. I haven't finished figuring out how I want them to look, but alright.
Once you have combined all of the limbs to your liking, you
don't know
need
how
to
to-
save the
You're
creature.
blocking the thing.
To save the creature, press...
Yes. Okay, we'll save in a second. I want to make this guy actually decent. Which is the better bite? A baboon has better bite than a cheetah. Alright. And this looks better, I guess. What does the back do? This gives you more health. Why is the baboon almost like 100% better than the cheetah? Alright then, it's just gonna be the front half of a baboon and the back half of a cheetah. Lovely. The baby-ta. When I actually played, look at how weird it is in the middle there. That's weird. When I actually play the game, I'm probably going to actually give these decent names, but in the meantime, I'm just going to use the names they give you.
Excellent. You now have the beginnings of an army. You can also add genetic blueprints to your army by selecting them from the zoo. The zoo contains a copy of... Now you know how to build an army. Now you will be able to build these creatures from the creature chamber when you're in the world.
It was back. Alright, this is definitely just going to be its own episode
the creature
0.
chamber is where you
build
all of your
guys
creatures.
Watch through this to understand
you built a
it.
creature chamber earlier in the tutorial, and you're looking
like 5
at it now.
seconds ago.
To build a creature, first, now that you have the creature chamber selected, you will see a list of buttons represented. To build a creature, click on all creatures cost a certain amount. If you run out of resources, go ahead and build 5 creatures now by clicking on the creature icons 5 times.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now do I have to wait for it to build them all? Oh my gosh. It's gonna take a while, but let's zoom in real close. That's a bit too close. And then use the alt. No, alt. And just let's take a look at these glorious baboon cheetahs. I like how, even though normally you're super zoomed out,
select the creatures that you've
you
just
zoom in
built
close,
and
actually
move them
look
to the
decent.
village.
Alright, all of you. Where's that village? Go to the village. Listen to the noises they make.
Now that you can see
Oh,
the
what are
enemy
you guys?
creatures, you can attack them.
Oh, what? You get lobsters! And a cobra!
To attack enemy units, select the creatures that you wish to attack, and then right-click on the target. Go ahead and attack the enemies with your creatures now. By selecting your creatures, then right-clicking on the enemy creatures.
They're not even fighting back, but... Why did they get a cobra? They're not even fighting back, oh my gosh. Are you just gonna fight back now? What are you zooming in on? What are you moving over to? Oh, is that one of mine?
Abilities are special attacks that some of your creatures are capable of doing. This creature is part gorilla and part electric eel. The electric eel tail
actually made
uses
one
a
of those
special
for fun.
triggered ability called electrical burst that creates a burst of electricity that damages everything surrounding it, including your own creatures.
Oh, alright
We
then.
will
So
now
you
make this
want to be by
creature use
yourself.
his triggered ability. Go
yeah,
ahead
please
and
support my
select the
friends.
creature now. Now click on the electrical burst button that's flashing. Then target the ground
It's
in
like
front
half
of him by
obscured.
left-clicking on it.
Oh, that'd be like whoopies.
Whenever the creature uses
There
a
we go.
triggered ability,
Jeez.
he uses up some of his endurance. The blue bar below the creature. A creature's endurance will slowly regenerate with time. Only when the creature has enough endurance will it be able to use its triggered ability again. For now,
Alright, so
I
like
will set the
mana or like
creature's
everything
endurance
else
to
that
full,
regenerates over
so
time
you can
in
use it
games.
again shortly.
Thank you, Magic
Now
Lady.
that you know how to use the
Apparently
triggered ability, use it to kill the enemy
restore
creatures over there.
creatures. What's with its tail? It has like a puny little tail. Okay, you murder. No, that's wrong. You use the electric ability and murder. There we go. You move so slowly.
Well done.
There you
This
go.
is just one of the triggered abilities. Some other abilities, such as Frenzy, are triggered.
Yep. Alright. Alright, so now we actually get to do a thing, and we're almost
I've
done with
managed
the
to find the
episode.
location of the base that sent those animals to attack us earlier. I've also managed
Alright.
to come by some more genetic samples for you, so don't hesitate to go
yay.
back into the army builder and combine a few to create some more genetic blueprints for your army. You can quit now, or you can continue on to test your strategic skills against
We're
the
gonna
enemy.
quit now. We don't need to worry about using our strategic skills anymore. How do I quit game? There we go. Alright, yes, I'm sorry I lost, but I need to finish this. Maybe. Okay, so this has been the tutorial sort of episode 0, and I might since this was more of a tutorial thing, the real episode 1 is probably going to be uploaded immediately after this one, or probably at the same time. So you probably didn't even watch this episode, but if you did, thank you for watching. I will see you next time, which is probably going to be the next video you click on. So bye.